So, hello everybody. Today we have a regular upload on my channel for once. We're currently in the process of installing a mod project that I have been working on the last couple of days called Project 07. It's basically a Windows 7 mod that tries to replicate the Windows 7 beta aesthetic as good as humanly possible. So, basically the same concept as Windows 7 Delta and Project 10,000, but effectively better. Somewhat. I don't know. So as you have seen in the Windows is restarting bit, and here I've changed the background of the Windows 7 setup to reflect the Windows 7 beta aesthetic. So yeah, just a regular Windows 7 beta background. We're currently in the second stage of setup. So yeah, the first stage isn't that special. It's just your regular Windows 7 installer with beta backgrounds. Nothing special. So while this is completing installation, some info about this mod. This is basically it's a Windows 7 ISO updated to 2020 with USB 3 and exFAT support made by Kasumi, which also adds .NET 4.8 and almost all VC Red distribules out of the box. They can be uninstalled if you don't need them, but you should keep them installed since they are useful, since a lot of apps do need them. So you can basically use this on your daily machine for some reason if you wanted to. I don't exactly recommend it since it's Windows 7. Not again, my mod is garbage, but it's Windows 7 since, yeah, and 7 isn't really known to be stable on modern hardware, so please just stay to a VM. Or if you wanted to, you can install them on real PC. You're on your own on that one. So yeah. Yeah, this takes a bit, so yeah. Also, because we're in the normal OS and not on the WinP, can oh, perfect timing. I wanted to show the branding, but you're gonna see it later in the OB anyway, so doesn't exactly matter. Yeah, just started Windows 7 boot screen. Didn't change it since Build 7000 had the final one. I did want to change it to 6801 with the nice loading animation, but the tool that I used kills the signatures for WinLoad, so it would just nuke itself on a fresh installation. As you can see, they changed the OBE loading animation a bit with the animation 6801, and a couple of strings changed as well. And yeah, that's the change that I wanted to show earlier. Windows 7, the Windows 7 branding from 6801 from the first officially released beta build from Microsoft, 6801. Yeah, another change. Basic is gray instead of bluish to reflect the taskbar color. So some beta builds had Vista-esque gray taskbar and start menu colors, so I just changed the basic theme to that as well. Kind of a late change that I made to this, since the first official release of this mod had blue basic borders. So it's gonna end a username and a PC name. We don't need a password. We don't need a product key apparently. We don't need product key. Fuck yeah. We don't have dates. Time zone is correct. And yeah, date 10 a.m. Yes. Yeah, changed this string as well, and the other string that I changed was the setup is preparing Windows for first use instead of setup is preparing for first use or something. I don't know what the original string says in there, but this part, like the final screen, the OBE will take a bit longer than usual since it installs. Go up in our task manager, go processes, let's go a bit down, then go here. It installs .NET 4.8 out of the box. So yeah, unlike the VC Redists, it doesn't install that are installed when you log in. It installs .NET 4.8 in the OBE phase, like here. So yeah, it really depends on your hardware, how long this stays here on the screen. I did test it on real hardware on my Athlon PC that I have, and it didn't take that long for it to install, and on a VMware VM on my main it also didn't take that long. But it will depend on your hardware, how long this is gonna stay here, since .NET always takes a long time to install. Especially if any version that's from version 4.0 and above. So yeah. So yeah, we're finished the OB, and this is like a bug that I can't fix. The same issue does like the same issue also is present in the Windows 7 and Vista Delta mods. This thing has 0-day activation, so you have to instantly activate it upon installation. I can't fix this since the image is since how making Windows ISOs how these work, like these mods usually work. You install Windows, boot into audit mode, and then do your modifications and use the tool called sysprep to image it back into a proper installation with OBE. And you have a limit of 3 syspreps per installation and 5 rearms for activation, so I can have the 30-day trial on Windows 7. And I'm over this with this. So that's why it will ask you to activate instance and says Windows is not genuine, so I have to activate this after installation. And I would have to rebase the ISO onto a clean installation for this to fix it. So it didn't fix it, but you can just activate it normally with either a Windows 7 Ultimate key that you have, or just crack it. Don't care. For the demo purpose, I'm just going to click Ask Me Later and just click OK and just let it set up. Yeah, the basic theme has the Windows Starter Beta Fish wallpaper, which is official by the way, which is the gray background, which fits the gray basic theme better. now in the desktop. First change, actual change, is a parody from Vista actually. Getting started boots as an app on first login. You can just disable it by going into all programs, startup, and deleting the getting started out of the startup folder if you don't need it. Yeah, I did change the getting started since we're gonna go with the getting started first since yeah, it's open. The banner is changed to a fan-made Windows 7 beta wallpaper that got recommended to use for this. It also changed some of the strings, like Windows Easy Transfer. The home group has a different icon. This is changed, like a couple strings. The Windows Live logo is the Windows Live Messenger 8.5 logo. Yeah, that's it. Then, of course, we have our send feedback tools and the credits text that I have, which I'm gonna go over later, and another parity change from Vista. All user accounts will auto start the gadgets and auto pin the clock, slideshow, and the RSS feed on login, like Vista does it. And yeah, also when this record context menu, Dream Scene is available in this. So we're gonna install Remote Tools for obvious reasons, so I can actually fully utilize Windows 7's features like Arrow, so I don't have and to have proper resolutions. And this is not specific to the mod, since I set my language currency format to German, it will just show every MSI installer in the native language from this, so it will just show in your language that you select. So it doesn't, that's a Windows behavior thing. While it is installing, I can like show some other changes that I made like here in the taskbar. The speaker, like the volume icon, is normally in Vista it's blue, like so greenish, like the lines here for indicating what volume level you have, and I changed those according with the network icon for Wi-Fi only. Since this is a VM and it uses an Ethernet adapter to connect to the internet, I can't demo this icon, but you can see it for yourself if you have a network adapter. And perfect timing, I also changed the Action Center to Windows Solution Center with its icon for beta. And I also changed the battery icon, which I also can't demo since I'm on a desktop PC. Bit of lag there. Then we have changed icons for Windows Media Player. The Windows Explorer uses the Windows Vista folder icon, how it does in all betas before the super bar got enabled in, like, force enabled. So everything before 7000. And the Internet Explorer 11 icon is the icon from Windows 8 build 777 or 779. Which is a 9 beta icon. And just a different label for the autoplay, is just standard. Now we're gonna restart for, yeah, we're on the login screen. The background is also changed and the branding reflects over across the system, so it's also the same on the login screen. And this is another bug that I did not mention in the changelog. If you install VMware Tools, it will instantly go up to 1080p resolution. I do not know what causes this, probably some driver settings, but you have to manually go away. if to manually go to view and fit guest, so I can properly like set resolution. It's only effective on VMware, so. Another bug, the first slideshow image is broken. I do not know why. Probably because I swapped out the sample images, so it just shows this for a bit until it shows the real ones. We're gonna enable the arrow theme instead of having basic with a black background. Yeah, I can see the normal blue beta fish like it is in 7000. And you can see the Windows Media Center isn't painful correctly for some reason. No, don't know why. You can see Windows 7.7000's theme, like shutdown buttons, the start button, hover is the same, the buttons are the same. I give another remote calculator and remote desktop connection. These buttons are these ones for 7000. And yeah, going over when we have the like accessories open, we have calculator skin to the 68 uses the 6801 buttons for the actual numpad, so has a slightly different button design for that. It uses the Vista icon. Remote desktop connection uses the Vista icon, which got backported to, I think the 7 RDP client also got backported to Vista. I'm not that dumb, but it's basically just all of the icons from Vista, except this. I had to remake this since both Product 7000 and 7 Delta did not change this icon on the banner, so I had to remake this. Wasn't that hard, so just quickly made it myself. Then sticky notes is the one from 6801. So we have here one sticky note. Then if you close it and click on the taskbar, you have it categorized, so I can make another one. And then open more of them. I can have 2 of them at the same time. Like close them, and you have to have them categorized. You can also maximize them. You can preview them with this nice skeuomorphic background with like, yeah, looks good. You can also minimize it. And we also have, if we go into the gadgets, we also have some Vista gadgets like the contacts widget, a gadget, the notes gadget, and the stocks gadget. Stocks doesn't work. Same with weather and currency. They all don't work since the servers are long gone. The weather one is fixable if you swap it out with MSN Weather, but the other 2 are not fixable. And the Windows Media Center one is also changed. It's the one from Vista. Yes, and the rest is just the same. And the clock is the same, but it's the Vista version, since if you pull it out, it has an animation. The 7.1 lacks that animation. So yeah. Then paint is the Vista one, except that it has, it's not exactly the Vista one, but it's from, I don't remember what build was it. Just check the version number. 6568, yeah, 6568. Just, it looks like the Vista one, but it has the tools from Windows 7, like different available tools. And I did change the icons over from their placeholder variants to the Windows 7 final ones. So they look a bit better. You also have like the tools, like all of the features that the 7 one has, like the shapes and everything. Help still shows the 7 paint. Makes sense. I don't change help. Don't want to save it. Same with WordPad from the same build. So I can input every button for a date and time. So I can just input date and time. You can input a MS Paint drawing. If I do a quick drawing real quick. Close it. There you go. That's my nice cat face drawing in there. I can resize it. You can also change the picture. You can resize pictures. And it basically just behaves the same as the Vista one, so it looks also the same. Then if we go into the start menu, we have the layout is closer to Windows Vista, so we have some extra apps, like we have some extra folders and apps like extras and upgrades. We have the small business resources, marketplace, and web. These links do not, some links do not work anymore. I might change this in a future updates. It's just a minor fix. I can just, since these links do not work anymore, so I might actually change them to the archive versions available with the Internet Archive, so I can actually view the pages as they're intended. Then you have a link to Windows Live Messenger, which redirects, if I quickly, no, did not work up on this VM. If I click on it from the preview, yeah, it's what, I did not open fax and scan, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, it's sure it's a home network. If you open it again, it redirects to Escargot, which is the Escargot download page, which is a project that revives Windows Live Messenger. So if you want Windows Live Messenger, or you can just use it via this link. Then we have Windows Calendar from Vista. So yeah, it's just Vista's just Vista's. Works the same as Vista, it's just that, yeah, it's just the default Vista calendar. Nothing that different, just that it uses a fan-made blue icon, which is credited in the credits. Same with almost all of those apps like Windows Mail, Windows Photo Gallery, Windows DVD Maker, Windows Contacts, and the Explorer and User Photo icons are also fan-made blue versions, which are credited. Then we have Windows Contacts, which is just a link to the contacts folder. Makes sense, it's integrated into Contacts on 7. Then we have DVD Maker, which is just Vista's DVD Maker, since you have the black banner here of the different icon. Then you have Windows Mail, which I did modify a bit, like the icon has changed. This screen has changed, it's yeah, it's just more blue. And this is a bug with Windows 7, it always begs you to set it as a default email program. I would recommend, if unchecking this, click yes, for it to not ask every time you launch it. Yeah, it's just standard in the account wizard. Click the wrong button. Yeah, it's just normal Windows Mail. Just slightly changed with a blue icon, except here a different banner and loading banner, and the version number actually reporting correctly, which I had to hard code because the normal unmodified version would show %s here in Vista, so I had to just change that manually, except the copyright did. We have Windows Movie Maker, just this normal Windows Movie Maker from Windows 7, 6002. Like with this, but it's just Vista's Movie Maker. Then Windows Photo Gallery is actually the special one here. If you notice it doesn't look exactly like the Vista one. And the sign in button that doesn't work is up here. This is actually a modified version of Windows Live Photo Gallery 2005. And it's often used in like Windows 7 to Vista transformations because it looks fundamentally the same as the Windows Vista Gallery photo gallery icon. So yeah, you can't preview anything because it's broken, but you can use the gallery like view, like opening stuff. So I can open file location. You can't just view it in the default 7 photo view, which I did not change. I did change the icon, but I did not replace it with the photo gallery for Vista. Just the default one. Yeah, if you want the photo gallery view, just have this. Then Internet Explorer is just the default Windows Internet Explorer, like Internet Explorer 11 install. As you can see, IE11 with the 777 icon. Of course, Microsoft begging me to install Edge because yes. Just that it has the Internet Explorer 9 buttons here, and the About Internet Explorer looks like IE9 with the beta icon. Interesting, there's no fonts on the MSN page for some reason. Okay, just yeah. Then Windows Media Player is the biggest change in this basically, since I backported Windows Media Player 11 from a Windows 7 beta to this. As you can see, you have, it says Windows Media Player 12, but it's not 12, it's 11, a beta version. And you can see it's also blue icon. I'm just gonna use express settings. Yeah, you can see it looks really different compared to the version from Windows Vista and Windows 7 in general. If I go to Alt Help About, it's from 6568's Windows Media Player. And it fully works, except that some features like the radio guide do not work. And you can't exactly... Yeah, the only thing that doesn't work is radio guide. And media player sharing also is broken, since the service doesn't start. So yeah. But it does work if I just pull some copyright-free music, since I don't want to be don't want to have a copyright thing on my video. If I just get some music, can't find something. Let's just do this. It's just Doom's first track in a Seinfeld theme. And yeah, I can see it just works normally. It just takes a bit longer to load. Yeah, you get the idea. It's just regular Windows Media Player from that build. Except that mini mode has been removed, since mini mode is horribly broken on Windows 7. Like anything over Vista. It's really fucky. It does work, but it's fucky as hell. So yeah. And you can view videos with this as well, so it isn't a half-baked thing. Then some minor things. The Prayer Character Editor has the Windows XP icon like it does in Windows Vista, and it's also in the start menu by default. Also, Bluetooth file transfer is in here as well, since my PC does have Bluetooth, and it will probably show for everyone in there, since, yeah. Then the tablet Windows Journal is pre-installed on this, so I have the normal Windows Journal, which is for some reason not included in 7 by default, and the Math Input panel is the beta icon. You just have standard Windows PowerShell. For the games, you have the Windows Vista with the normal games. You have the Windows Vista ones, like Microsoft Tinker, Hold'em, and Inkball. If I just open up the games library real quick, let's see the quick in seconds. You can see you have Hold'em, aka just Windows Poker as it was known as in development. I do not know how to play poker, so I'm just gonna close this again. Then Inkball, which everyone knows from Vista and XP Tablet PC Edition. So you can just play Inkball. And Microsoft Tinker as well. It'll take a bit longer to load since it's actually like a 3D game. So yeah. Yeah, just Microsoft Tinker. It actually says Windows Vista Ultimate and you did not change this, since it's hard coded actually. Doesn't use a default Vista dialog. And of course it's a Tinker Editor with it as well. Which I think, I do not know what it does. I think you can make custom maps with it, with the editor. Just launch it. Yeah, it's a level editor. You can make a custom level with that. Of course, you have the default games like Solitaire and Purple Place. Because these just the default ones from 7. And then we have the WRCon app, aka Problem Reports and Solutions from Windows Vista with a Windows 7 gradient on the side without the Aurora. So you can access the Windows Custom Experience Improvement Program settings, and like have this as well. Let's go over to the control panel, which looks like the Windows 7 6801, like the one from 6801. Which is also credited in the credits file who did it, since it's a UI file mod, I do not know how to properly modify it, so I asked someone else to do it for me. The one bug is if you swap over to large or small icons, you cannot change it back, since the view by button disappears in all views and it will just permanently stay on whatever icons is set as. So I'm gonna swap over to there. And you can see I've added a couple of icons, like the credential manager is changed. We have device center, that's devices and printers, which I changed as well. It's just the name, just the default like devices and printer page from 7. And we have the location sensor, another sensors icon, it's also the same, double check from beta. Cover icon is from XP, the troubleshooting one is also beta. And Action Center is also changed to Windows Solution Center in this. And Workspace is also changed. That's normally remote app and desktop connections, which is also changed to this. And we have some extra links like scanners and cameras, which was in Vista, but it was removed in 7. Then WRCon, Problem Supports and Solutions, People Near Me control panel, which just exists for the law since Windows Meeting Space is broken under Windows 7. Then we have the game controllers, aka joy.cpl, which is also not in here. The display color calibration wizard. And lastly, we have the ClearType text tuner with the XP icon, or like the XP Power Toys icon technically, since the ClearType text tuner is a part of the Power Toys Windows XP suite and got only added in Vista. Then we have Home Group. Home Group has a different icon. And if I go to Control Panel, I can explore Home Group and click Create a Home Group. This is graphic is also different. It's the beta one, except and this icon as well. So it's the network icon is still on as well. Now in Explore, we're gonna go with Explore changes as well. Libraries has the beta libraries icon and the 6801 libraries here, except like downloads, which is just your downloads folder. Home Group is the different icon. Network is different. Then, yeah, if I go into my users folder and zoom in, I also have different icons for contacts, desktop, downloads, my documents, my music, my pictures, my videos, and save games, and searches as well. Then we'll go to presentation. Since I have included some themes, I've replaced all of the vanilla Windows 7 wallpapers and themes with my own, or like, yeah. First is Vistas, which is just a collection of the Windows Vista wallpapers, some of them, and some 7 betas. The other Vista ones, yeah, as well as Vista. That's a Windows 7 beta one. I mainly just merged both wallpaper sets since 7000, or the beta versions did not have enough wallpapers to fill all of the themes, so I just fixed them. Then with nature, just nature wallpapers. Vista's paintings. I think it's just three wallpapers, so yeah, it's just a 3 set. Light hours, just light hours and black and white. Then the additional themes, which I custom made, are the regional themes for Germany. Since I am German, I have to like include a German theme as well, like a German region theme. So I have the beta regional themes from Build 7000. Japan. Then we have UK and US. And then we have Windows 7 Basic and Windows Classic. Which I have to mention, there's a bug with the sidebar that makes every link on the default color scheme be white. This is hardcoded to be white. You have to change the content, like the window content, to a different color so I can actually see the links. Meantime, we'll go back to the normal Windows 7 arrow theme. If we go to wallpapers, we have just that's the wallpaper selection. I will use as an example this from the Windows 7, from the Germany theme. Then we go to the window color section. We have all of the Windows 7 beta colors. It is possible to backport them, so I did. Since all of the beta ones, except is like purple, pewter, mauve, cyan, lime, coral. But we'll just go back to Sky since it fits best with this wallpaper. Then sounds. We do have the default like 7 sound packs, but all themes use the one as default sound scheme. Because, yes, then since in betas the sound schemes were not added, so I just used the default ones. Then screensavers, we have a couple of new ones, which are backport from Vista. The Windows logo screensaver. If it shows itself, come on, show yourself. Yeah, with the scrapped Windows 7 branding, which shows up in vanilla Windows 7. And the Vista Aurora. Then Windows Energy, which is also Vista screensaver. Okay, apply instead of, okay, here's a preview. This is Windows Vista screensaver. It's kind of cool actually. And then Aurora, also Vista. Of course, since it's basically mostly Vista content anyways in the 7 betas, so yeah. Then mouse pointers, also changed the working background and busy ones with more blue, like hue shifted to be more blue, like the volume icon, network icon, and the battery icon. And then to finish off the actual content for this mon, I will go into the public folder and go public libraries. I also included all of the sample music from Vista. They would have, as you see in the Windows Media Player demo, sample pictures from Windows 7 build 10,000, just this being named differently, bug with desktop.ini, and the sample videos from Vista. Then we will go to save feedback, which is a custom HTML app written in Microsoft Word, of all things. Since Microsoft Word allows you to save as HTML documents, I just used my Office 2010 installation that I have on my main 7 PC to make this and turn it into an HTA app. And yeah, this link goes to a Discord link, which you can contact me in the thread if you want to report a bug or give me suggestions on making a new feature. And here's some tips, and of course typical disclaimer that it's not an official Microsoft product and it's the trip and yeah, just the typical. And then credits, quick credits, which gives all of the credits of the people that I used their work for. Windows 7 Delta team and Addicted Tree on Discord for the Chef82 mod, specifically for control panel. This. Then the creator of the Windows Project 10,000, because I used the theme and the dream scene, which I can apply real quick. I have to manually go into the web folder to apply it since it doesn't show in control panel. You have to also add the dream scenes from Vista and this fan-made one found in Project 10,000. Then was wallpaper for some regional wallpapers. Then WinCoin 5 to 70 for Windows Photo Gallery and the WMP patch, since yeah, it was hell to get this thing working. And Exodus, aka the creator of Project 05, since he gave me inspiration, because of his Project 05 mod, I decided, yeah, let's do a one for Windows 7's beta. Then Dominic Hayes, aka the creator of FanOS, he made the gray basic theme with me. and Kasumi for the base ISO, an M2 team for NanoRun, which is basically a tool that allows you to run a better. It's basically just a command line tool that behaves the same as sudo. You can access it by going in sudo. You can just run. Behaves the same as sudo does on Linux. You can elevate permissions. It's kind of handy, so I included it. Yeah, this is the content for the main mod, and now I will go over to Project 07 Plus, which I made a extra. This is a extra pack of sorts that I made. That I released at the same time with RTM. So we have the disk and drive. You can see it's just an install command. It's the same as the Vista, the 7 Delta extras pack with a command prompt installer. We'll check for admin permissions and run it as admin. The extra features that it adds is more additional themes. Currently there aren't many additional themes, but there are some. Then the killer feature of this pack, the PixelSense 2 experience, aka the Surface Table. PixelSense 2 is basically just a product by Microsoft released a bit ago under the Microsoft Surface name. That it's basically a interactive table, and you can run the normal shell under Windows 7, so I included it, and the Vista accessories. And another thing that is actually hidden in this mod that no one found in the other releases, so I just added in here. Click yes. Okay, again, we can install Vista accessories. I would just quickly go to and install everything. This is the normal command prompt interface. That's the full one. This, the Easter egg Kuru fish, which is Kuru is basically, it's a meme if you know the game Honkai Star Rail, and yeah, you know the meme. And this is a fan-made edit of mine, which is an Easter egg in the Beta 2 release and the RC release, which I just added in here. Because yes, because no one found the Easter eggs, so I just added the theme in here. And then to final one, PixelSense experiences, you have a different color scheme available for the theme. So the first thing that it does is install Microsoft XNA Framework 3.1 and Microsoft XNA Framework 4, since the Surface Shell and Bing from Microsoft Surface, which it installs, require both of those to be installed to work correctly. So it will just install that for the first, in the first step. Won't take long. This is the normal silent install. I didn't fully make it. It shows itself, but I didn't make it fully like go. Like it shows the window, it doesn't hide it like some other mods do. So I can actually see what it's doing. So let's configure in. And then you have the color choice. You have the normal red hue from the PixelSense 2, the default one, and my custom made blue one. Okay, for the demo purposes, I'm gonna install the blue one since it looks kind of nice. It's installing the themes, and then it will install the Surface Shell and Bing for Microsoft Edge, like it does on, like it is on the recovery image for the PixelSense 2, aka the Samsung SUR40, since the hardware for the PixelSense 2 was produced by Samsung, but Microsoft just slapped their Surface branding onto it and sold it as the PixelSense 2. And some of the tech from the PixelSense 2 still live on in current Microsoft products, like the screen technology is used in the current Microsoft Surface models as their display technology for the touchscreen. So, kind of interesting. You can see it spams the shortcuts for the Surface Shell, enter Surface Mode, config editor, environment lighting optimizer, and the calibration. Then when this is done, it will install the Bing for Microsoft Edge app, Bing for Microsoft Surface app, so I can use it. I also provided a link to an archive.org page where you can grab some additional apps if you want to use this for some reason. And the ISO for the Plus pack. And then we're done with the installer. We can just go to close it. Yeah. Then don't really have to demo this since it's just the normal Surface shell, nothing special. Then the Vista accessories, just calculator, paint, sticky notes, and WordPad from Vista, which all work. There's one more calculator. This is the Vista one. Even the hub topics work, but it will just show the 7 calculator because, yeah, 7 hub topics. Then we have the theme from 6519, or technically 6469, but yeah, they look the same. Yeah, it's just this one with the goofy super bar. If I go to use my icons, it actually uses the correct super bar like it does in this build. Then you have Aerozen, which is a theme made by a person on DeviantArt, which I modified a bit to fix up the buttons, the start menu, and the basic theme. In this case is the blue one with the surface, with the blue PixelSense 2 wallpaper, which I made. Then you have the regular variant, which also changes this, the Explorer like bars. So it says please wait since this swaps the styles, since in here it has these surface like PixelSense-esque blue details pane and command bar, which the red one also has the red ones of course, and in this one it has the fitting ones to the normal Windows 7 beta wallpaper. Then you have Windows 7 DS Delta, which is a port of the Windows Longhorn theme. For this mod exclusively made with the scrapped sound, with the Samsung theme sounds, which were if you know this sound scheme, since it was the fake Windows Longhorn sound scheme. So it just has those sounds, and the Windows Vista Delta mouse pointers for loading busy. Uses the Windows Logo screensaver and this background. It looks kind of cool, especially with the split shutdown buttons. This lock button doesn't do anything. It does the same as clicking on shutdown, just for visuals. Then we have the fan-made edit Easter egg wallpaper, the Kuro fish, which is just a hue shifted Windows 7 beta fish with Herta on there. Then we have the stock Windows 7 Build 7000 theme, just with the split buttons from the 7DS Delta theme, with the split Vista buttons. Then we have both of the Surface exclusive themes. The first one is the blue Surface one with the logo up there. And then the other one is without the logo up there, just debranded. Then we have their basic counterparts with the basic theme for the 6519 theme. Of course with gray basic to fit in Line Matter. Then you have Aerozen basic, which uses the blue Surface styles. And yeah, also gray buttons, gray hovers, gray everything. And then we have the Windows 7 DS Delta basic, which is the Windows Vista beta buttons up there, like a rendition of them. And we're gonna go into the account settings, change the picture, since we have a couple of news. Of course I have some Vista ones, like this one, like these, a couple of them are Vista ones, but then we have the window with the Pixel Sense wallpaper, with the Pixel Sense user picture. Of course it changes on the color scheme. Then the seagull, which I took. This is a picture that I took myself. Then we have some customers. This is from the Windows 7 tulips, the full picture from stock. There's also from a sample picture. This is from a rock. And then some from the light auras and the lighthouse from 7's stock wallpaper, like sample pictures. And then this dude, which I made myself, which is kinda, it's basically the same as Windows Server 2008 and Windows 8. So it, instead of using the flower from Vista, it uses, or like the flower from 7, it uses just a background, like a gray one in Server 2008's case, with a just person on there, like it does on the current Windows releases. And of course I have the guest one as well for the guest account, which just has the dude with luggage. Makes sense, this is guest. And yeah, this is kinda it for the mod, I think. Let me just check. I think I actually had something. That doesn't do that. In other builds, it actually enabled a hidden log on screen picture for this theme, which is just the same thing, like this picture, but just the Western logo background. So yeah, this was basically it. The download link for this, with both the extras pack and the ISOs from beta 1 till RTM, are available on archive.org and in the video description, of course. And yeah, peace out.